Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria. Today I'm going to be doing 10 spring fragrances that I look forward to wearing this spring. Some I have worn already, and I have two honorable mentions because I just couldn't leave it to 10. The first honorable mention is Hypnose by Lancome. I just love this fragrance. The reason why I chose this is because in spring the weather still fluctuates between being a little chilly and between being, nice and warm. So I felt like something like this, especially like slightly gourmand, would be great to still wear in the springtime when it gets chilly nights. I think what really stands out in this for me is the passion flower. So it has this tropical feel to it, which makes me feel like I want to wear it when the weather gets, warmer but not too hot. In Fragrantica, this didn't have many votes for spring and summer. I can understand summer, but I can definitely easily see myself wearing this for the spring during the nighttime. It's very beautiful. Like I said, it's not too gourmand. It's vanilla, but it's like a sweet vanilla, and it's not like a thick vanilla. It's very airy and light. It's hard to explain, but this is so beautiful, and this was an honorable mention because I can see myself rocking this. Second honorable mention is Sofia by Sofia. This is such a beautiful fragrance. There's blackberry here, there's plum, so that you have your fruity notes, and then you also have your vanilla notes. This is also very woody. Just very sweet, very elegant. This is actually great for day or night, and it's not too floral. Well, when you think of spring fragrances, like with, at least for me, like I think of very floral fragrances, very bright fragrances, very easy breezy kind of thing. This to me is like a little deeper, a little darker. It's not just floral. There's so many different things to this, and for spring, I think this would be great for like day or the night. And I see this standing out on those cooler nights or those crisp mornings. So, yep. Okay, now my top 10 list for spring. The first one is Elizabeth Arden, Arden Beauty. This, guys, is a green floral. It's so fresh. It's like the epitome of spring. And what really stands out here for me is, of course, the green notes, but also like the rhubarb. This has here also lotus, ginger, orchid, musk, sandalwood, amber. So when I first sprayed this on, right, like when I first got it, it was no big deal to me. But the dry down, it was like I would just catch whiffs of something nice and I would say, what is that? That smells beautiful. And then it was this, it was me. And this is long lasting on my skin. And this is just something that you just keep catching whiffs on, especially like on those days when you're outside and the wind is blowing. It's maybe on your hair a little bit. And this is just very beautiful, very easy, super affordable, guys. This is so affordable. And just easy to just pick up and go. And yeah, long lasting and bomb. I like this. So this is my first pick. My second pick is Vanitas by Versace. I love this fragrance, guys. This is a floral. If I could open it. Very easy. This has lime on the top note, tiara flower, freesia, Virginia cedar, and tonka bean. So this is very simple, but just like those simple notes just make this very round and bright. This is not a sharp floral at all. And I think the amber really smooths this out. This is great. I can see myself wearing this with like a nice white flowy dress. I can see this being easily likable. It just smells very clean. I don't think it has a soapy element to it, but it's not soapy, but it still has that clean floral amber vibe. It's just so nice. This pretty long lasting. I wouldn't say as long lasting as Arden Beauty on my skin, but I would say about 5 hours on this. It just does sit close to the skin more so than project. So, okay, my third pick, and this isn't in any kind of order. I'm just kind of grabbing and talking about it. My next pick is L'Eau de Issey by Miyake. This is a flashback to the 90s, early 2000s. This is really good. It's a classic. Not everyone likes this one, and I can understand why. It has like a weird, like a unique type of floral note. So this has lotus on the top note, melon, freesia, rose water, cologne, and cyclamen. The middle note is lily of the valley, lily, peony, carnation, and the base is musk, tuberose, exotic woods, osmanthus, cedar, sandalwood, and amber. So this is definitely a floral aquatic. Like I smell like the aquatic notes in here, and then I smell the floral, the lotus I smell. I don't smell too much melon or the fruits. I do smell the woods. So this is like aquatic, woody, floral, definitely long lasting on the skin. I could definitely see this wearing really nice during the cooler days in the springtime. And I mean, even in the hotter days, I wouldn't overspray this because this projects. So this doesn't need many sprays. You don't want to be, it can be a bit cloying. So I would just recommend, regular sprays, not overspraying. So yeah, this is another pick for me. The next pick for me is Chloe Nomade. This is the Eau de Parfum, and this is so beautiful, guys. I didn't get much wear out of this when I got this in the winter because I got this for my birthday in November. But I'm looking forward to wearing this in the springtime, even the summer. It has very sharp notes of bergamot, lemon, and orange. I do smell that because it's like, But and then it starts to round out with the rose and the jasmine. This also has on the base notes oak moss, amberwood, patchouli, white musk, and sandalwood. I do smell the patchouli, and it's not like a super dirty patchouli, but it does smell earthy. But with all the other notes in here, it just picks it up. It just doesn't leave it in the dirt, that dirty feel. It's very bright, it's very sharp, but it's also very smooth when it starts to dry down. With the sandalwood, this is very long lasting. It projects, and you will catch whiffs of this all day. I'm telling you. You don't need to even overspray with it. This is another spring pick for me. The next pick is Pure Poison by Dior. So I got this last summer actually. So good. And I got this in the summer because I thought that this would be great for summertime, a poison up for summertime, because all the other ones like hypnotic poison or the other poisons are pretty much deeper and more geared to like winter. So when I was wearing this in the summer, I couldn't smell anything. I was anosmic, is it? I just couldn't smell it, and I would overspray and I would overspray, and I just felt like I was wasting this, so I just kind of put it aside. And then one winter, it was like around winter, maybe late fall, early winter, I tried this on, and it smelled amazing. It just the way it just smelled on my skin with like the cool weather and like the breeze, and it just lasted me all day, and it projected very nicely, not too loud, not too beast mode. And so I see this being great for like spring, nighttime, kind of cooler vibe, because this is nice and floral, sweet, jasmine, and woody. I'm really starting to enjoy woody fragrances like no other. Let me tell you, woody fragrances done the right way with florals, like it's just so good. And so this here, the top notes are jasmine, orange, bergamot, Sicilian mandarin. The middle is gardenia and orange blossom. The base is sandalwood, white amber, cedar, and white musk. And I do smell like all of these notes that I just said. And everything is just so nicely blended. This is beautiful. And I think it would work more towards like a nice, cool, crisp kind of air breeze. My next pick is Mon Paris from YSL. This is actually new to my collection. Like I smelled it before, I just never really picked it up. But it's been on my wish list, and I wanted to get this while the weather was getting nicer. This is beautiful. It has like an opening of like strawberry and like other berries, I believe. Fruity, raspberry, pear, orange, tangerine. It also has some bergamot. Middle has peony, jasmine samba, Chinese jasmine, datura, orange blossom. And then the base is Indonesian patchouli leaf, patchouli, white musk, vanilla, ambroxan, moss, and cedar. So I've been finding that notes with ambroxan, like I'm really liking. But this is just very feminine, girly, sweet floral, but also fruity and fresh and crisp and clean and long lasting and projects. I see this being an easy wear, and I see you getting a lot of compliments with this. At least I see myself getting compliments with this. But this is another pick, Mon Paris. The next pick is Jasmine Wisp by Rasasi. Jasmine Wisp is also a new pick, but when I smelled it, I just knew I wanted to test this out for the springtime. I actually don't have any fragrance on. I kind of want to put it on. This might be the scent of the day. This is very fruity floral. This is what this is. Fruity floral. I smell like the grapefruit and the lemon here. It also has mandarin orange. This has passion fruit. I think the passion fruit, I had it here. The passion fruit really gives this like a nice tropical vibe, but it's not too tropical. But it's like, it has like a tropical flower type of vibe. White flowers, pear, coconut, peach, and then the base has vanilla, amber, and tonka bean. I don't really smell the coconut, but I do smell something tropical, like perhaps, I wouldn't say suntan lotion or sunscreen, but it's like something around that nature. So perhaps maybe that's where the coconut is. It's kind of really far in the background. I'm going to test this out more, but I'm really excited to wear this in the spring. So this is why I added it to my top 10. The next is Very Irresistible, the EDP by Givenchy. I love Givenchy. I love that house. So I used to have the EDT, which I loved them. It was amazing and it lasted on my skin, and the citrus really, I was really able to pick up the citrus. Usually people say citrus doesn't last on them, but for me it really does. And when I ran out of that, I had the opportunity of maybe testing out the EDP, and so I tried out the EDP. I do like the EDT better, I still have to say, but this has more vanilla. It's just sweeter and a more vanilla kind of way. So the top notes are star anise. Now I love anise because my grandmother used to make tea, like anise tea, and I just remember just like the house smelling like anise and water, making it as a tea, and it would make the house smell really good. Green apple, pear, and the middle notes are Liv Tyler rose, peony, magnolia, and the base is rose, vanilla, and patchouli. Definitely smell the patchouli, definitely smell the rose, definitely smell the vanilla. I definitely do smell the anise. It's just really good, and I picked this because I think this would be a great nighttime wear for the springtime because it still has like that vanilla, it still has that depth to it, but it's also very fresh and clean. And I can see myself wanting to wear something like this when I get tired of the fresh floral type of thing. So, oh, this is also long lasting on my skin, and I've gotten a lot of compliments for this already. Next pick is Elie Saab Le Parfum. This is such a beautiful spring scent to me. It's just very feminine, very easy breezy, floral, like sweet floral. This one is like an amber floral, it says. The top notes is African orange flower, and middle is jasmine, and base is white honey, patchouli, rose, Virginia cedar. I don't smell the honey too strong, but I think that's where the sweetness might come in from because this is very sweet, very flirty, like not flirty in a like sexy way, but just like a flirty when you're just not trying too hard. You just smell nice and pretty. This is like such a pretty fragrance, very easy to wear, especially for the springtime. I do think that this is like an all season kind of fragrance, but I can see myself picking this up a lot in the spring. So the last but not least fragrance is Chloe Eau de Parfum. This is a recent buy, but since I purchased this, I've just been wanting to reach for this one a lot because it's so easy to wear and it's soapy but clean but sweet but fresh and long lasting and projects. This is very feminine. This is it has peony, lychee, freesia. The middle notes are rose, lily of the valley, magnolia, and the base are Virginia cedar and amber. So I can see how this could be very nicely rounded about with that amber. And I do smell like the lychee or the lychee. The rose is very prominent, but this is rose done right. So, but for me, this gives me life. This makes me feel energized. This makes me feel clean. This makes me feel like I'm ready to start my day. So this is why I couldn't leave this out, even though it was a new purchase. This is something that I see myself reaching for very often this spring. So there we have it, guys. 10 fragrances that I look forward to wearing this spring, plus 2 honorable mentions. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Sending you mad love. Be blessed.